welcome to the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen. I hope you're enjoying your 3-day weekend. Memorial Day, the unofficial kickoff of summer. It didn't feel terribly summery here today, but it was nice and it wasn't raining, so I can't really complain. But anyway, besides it not raining here today, we picked up a bottle of Seagram's 7 Crown for an upcoming Velveteen Lounge Kitchen episode. So we thought, we've never had one before, so we thought, why not mix some impromptu cocktails with this magic elixir? And we just happen to have some vintage bar guides with Seagram's recipes. The one I was going to mix from, and that we're mixing from in an episode next week, is Seagram's 7 Crown tastes good in so many wonderful ways.
Doesn't it?
Here, you hold this one, would
Oh,
you?
yes, please. Absolutely.
I was going to make a cocktail from this. Hello!
Hello!
Thank you for joining
Hello.
us. So I was going to make a recipe from Seagram's 7 Crown tastes good in so many wonderful ways, which I am making one for next week's happy hour episode. But the one I was going to make, it folds out, so let me find it, was the 7 Crown Daiquiri, which is Seagram's 7 Crown, lime juice, and sugar syrup. Like, that's not a daiquiri, that's a whiskey sour.
Interesting.
Yes, most of these recipes are terrifying, but the pictures are great. The pictures are amazing. Let's find some.
Yep.
There's this one that's grape 7 Crown. Look how purple that is.
Let's get that closer.
Yeah, that's it's certainly purple. So anyway,
And was
yes, Seagram's 7 Crown is old school.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yes, it
Was that
is.
the grape one? Was that wine or grape juice?
It was grape juice.
Oh, boy. Sweet.
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, I was going to make the 7 Crown Daiquiri really a whiskey sour, but then I thought, you know what? I would just read it here instead and make something that I actually feel like drinking.
And
So
Mike says purple rain.
yes, it was
As in
probably rainy.
rule.
Yes. So anyway, I am starting with 1.5 ounces of Seagram's 7 Crown, which is absolutely fine. We haven't had a bottle of it before, but it gets the job done.
It beckoned.
And then I'm using 1/2 ounce of ginger liqueur, not simple syrup, and 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice. So far we're still in the wheelhouse of the drink that I was originally going to make, but then I decided to add some orange bitters,
Never a bad idea.
adding a generous shake of those. And then I'm going to shake it up. Woo!
Get them cold.
And I'm going to strain it into a champagne flute, because you know I'm topping this with bubbly. So it actually, it kind of, it's about halfway full. So this is more than there would be in a French 75.
Just a minute. I got him.
Yes. Oh, Paul's got it. Okay.
Yep.
So
Hi from Hooligan Acres. Hey, Donna.
Hey,
We love you guys. We love
welcome. Yes, we do love you. So I am going to fill this with some chilled bubbly.
You need to stir.
Oh, yes, I do. I have a stir stick.
Oh, you do?
I was
wow.
prepared this time.
Hmm.
For the first one, anyway. The next one will probably be
Improv.
a little less prepared. So anyway, it's a French 75 variation with Seagram's 7 Crown and ginger liqueur. So let's see what we think.
What you got? I bet it's good.
It is good.
Yeah, well, let's see.
You might have noticed I mix a lot of drinks with bubbly. That's not an accident. I love it.
You could have that all night. Maybe no problem at all.
Well, thank you. I just might.
Donna says awful. Yeah, so true.
I know.
You know how it is.
Shocking.
Shocker.
So anyway, what are you going to make for us?
Well, I took a look in the book, and who do I have here? And awful good. Yes.
Yes. So
awful.
are you
awful,
going to
awful.
are you actually going to make something from the book? I said I was going to, and then I completely cheated.
Well, the book had a perfectly reasonable looking old fashioned, and I seldom have an old fashioned. and I seldom make an old-fashioned. I would certainly make it on request to anybody. Absolutely. Just a moment here.
We have a lot of sugar cubes.
Yeah, love drinks topped with bubbly. Yeah, geez,
too.
always keep it around. And what is our bubbly here, Miss Velveteen?
That one's Trader Joe's.
No, Blanc de
Blanc de
Blanc.
Blanc. It gets the job done. It's actually really good.
It's actually French, which is like
$6
wow, how about that? You know?
or
Yeah, it's like
$7.
$6 for the 750.
Quite inexpensive.
Can't beat it. I cannot find any bubbly for less than $10 that tastes as good as this does. So,
yeah, so if you have a Trader Joe's wine shop, this is quite respectable.
Seriously.
Yes.
Buy it by the crate.
Which we do.
Well, I thought about the old-fashioned, and I thought, not a problem with that, really, particularly if you do the usual garnishment and all that, but I thought, could we, if she's kicking it up, couldn't I do that? Yeah, I could.
So we both cheated.
Hi, Patrick. Oh, Zing!
Oh, welcome.
Zing Cat's in the house. Hello!
Hi, welcome!
Hey. Well, Zing, let's do something. Let's do a real classic that, in its day, might have involved this actual blend. What we have here, by the way, is American blended whiskey. It's American because it's made here, and it's blended because you're thinking, oh, so they took like several different distilleries' products and put it together the way that, say, Johnny Walker makes a blend and calls it blended scotch. No, this actually contains whiskey blended with neutral grain spirits. Now, this is an old stunt from back in the days, right after Prohibition, when the stocks of whiskey were very low because you have to age it for a while. That's why there's such a thing as bathtub gin. You make it, you're done. Put a few herbs in it. Yep, there you go. And the way people faked it at the time was apparently pretty bad.
Yes.
So, as far as the whiskey went, if you had a little whiskey and you could stretch it a little, then you could suddenly start selling whiskey again, and that's what a lot of distillers did. And what did they blend it with? The neutral spirits. Well, a lot of people really think that that's inappropriate. Let me grab a few comments here.
Yeah, it's inappropriate, but we bought it anyway. The funny thing, when I went to the liquor store today, was a liter of this was $19, and 1.75 liters was $20. So I had never had it before, but I thought for an extra $1, I'll get almost twice as much.
I'll get the 3/4 of a liter, sure. You get an extra $7.50. It's like a bonus
That
bit,
might be
know?
hard, but it's not that hard.
It's like that little airplane bottle sample that's attached to your bottle, except that it's a $7.50 attached to your bottle. So, okay.
Really?
Sure.
$1 more? Okay.
What the hell? All right, so what do we have here? I'm going to start with 2 ounces worth of this fine liquid here. The actual label states that this is 75% grain neutral, so it's literally 25% actual whiskey, right? Oh boy.
When I was doing my research for this live broadcast, because I actually do research these things, believe it or not, I learned that this was very popular in the 1970s. That was sort of its heyday. And that it gets about 2 stars online.
Well,
I'm coughing, allergies, sorry.
Not,
yeah.
Not a lot of subtlety in this one. It's like it
No.
gets the job done and like it tastes like whiskey, whatever. Louise notes that a lot of spirits do that. True. Yeah,
Yes.
you got to check your labels. Apparently, according to the little book that we had over here, this used to be 65% grain neutral, and the proof was higher. It was 86 instead of 80. So it's like this actually used to contain a lot more in the way of actual whiskey, and that has changed.
Well, I have this other book. Oh no, I did have it. It's not over here now. The one I put on our blog yesterday, the Weekend Bar and Barbecue book, featured a lot of cocktails with Seagram's Golden Gin.
The Golden Gin.
Which is very difficult to learn any information about.
Who knows?
But it was 94 proof.
Ah.
Yeah.
They weren't ripping it there.
Can't buy it anymore.
I don't know. You can buy gin that's golden color. I don't know if it's the same stuff. You can buy Seagram's gin. It's not gold.
They had a lot of flavored gins when I went to their website.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
So,
Anyway,
let's proceed. So I got 2 ounces worth of this fine amber liquid, and I'm going to add about half an ounce of pineapple in the little cans. Little cans, better idea. They don't go bad on you.
Well, when you've got 2
Not that much.
people drinking it, and we put in a ½ ounce per cocktail,
It tends.
the
Yep.
46 ounce can.
That's going to go bad on you.
It's not a good value.
Hey, a new bottle of Noli Prep. Excellent. About a ½ ounce of dry vermouth.
Oh wait, what are you making?
What does this sound like so far?
Yeah, well, you said an old fashioned, but
I went away from the old fashioned. I
yeah.
improv'd, and I said I'm going to do a different kind of classic.
I can think of what this sounds like.
What does it sound like to you?
The Algonquin.
Yes, Algonquin cocktail. I think the Algonquin you're already done. I'm going to add a little lime to it too, just a little bit.
Can't hurt.
Couldn't hurt. Really couldn't hurt. And the little cans don't have the pineapple pulp. Actually, yeah, much reduced. Patrick notes that back in the day, his parents were 7 and 7. Oh, jeez.
Yes. Our friend was saying that
Very
on Facebook that his wife's grandmother used to do that too, and that she does it now. So I love that. If we had 7-Up, I would be so doing that right now.
Yeah, we'd have to get it. But you'd have to find it without the HFCS and all that.
But I think they do make it.
There, some places.
They do, yeah.
You can import it from Mexico, which sounds... Why would you do that? But, you know, it's got
But
sugar.
I think that you can buy it.
It's got sugar?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway.
So, shake it up. Shake it hard.
Exciting!
Once again, this fine strainer available on our Amazon affiliate site. I do really like this strainer. And I'll need one of these.
Oh, you have one? Okay, I was going to say, you could use mine.
Actually, this is a strainer, this is a shaker. So, and give it a pour. And away we go. Algonquin is really simple. The addition of pineapple gives it a bit of a difference in...
And they still have it on the menu with the Algonquin.
Yes!
That's the best
Go to the
part.
Algonquin to get it, and it's got that little zing.
So many of these classic cocktails, you go to the place and they don't have the drink on their menu
What happened?
anymore. What happened?
Didn't we just do one from Antoine's? They don't sell it anymore?
No.
Go to Antoine's in New Orleans and say, hey,
Well,
I
I
like
mean,
that
maybe-
thing that I saw in the Velveteen
to be
Lounge
fair,
kitchen.
I haven't been to Antoine's, so if you ask for it, maybe they could,
Maybe they
do,
could
it, but it wasn't on the menu.
Bitters. I'm going to add some bitters. They don't normally do this at the Gonk, but I think that I would definitely add bitters to something like this. There's a version of Boker's on the market, which is very good, which would be great in this. I'm using the Duchess Spirits Colonial cocktail bitters. I used a different one last week.
Have we tried those?
We have tried these, yeah.
Oh.
This has a kind of a heavy sassafras hit to it, which is interesting.
You might not like that.
Well, let's give it a try. Yeah, how about that?
All right, let's...
This is a little lighter than you would
festive.
normally have. Algonquin would probably make that out of bourbon or rye. And this, of course, is just blended whiskey. Mm-hmm. It's pretty light, and this mixes with anything. It doesn't add like a heavy flavor. That's why it was so popular back in the day.
Yeah, I'm not...
You know?
It doesn't taste like your typical Algonquin.
Yeah. A little something else. It's
It
okay.
doesn't have a lot of flavor.
That's why I added the bitters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, it's definitely drinkable.
As a matter of fact, let's do something else while we're here.
Oh, okay. Are we making more drinks? Let's
Let's
make more drinks.
add some Angostura
Oh, okay.
for a real old-fashioned bitters hit to this.
Yeah, I think that might help. It was a little flavorless, which I'm going to blame on the
Base liquor.
Seagram 7 Crown.
Yeah. And no offense to Seagram, I'm like, we're drinking it, right? That's the thing. Notice how
If you want to send us a case of Seagram 7 Crown, we will gladly make lots
use
of
'em.
drinks with it.
Notice how I frequently will just stick bitters into the glass after it's been shaken up. You get this sort of like little pattern happening there. I kind of
Float.
like that.
You get a float.
It's like a barista thing, you know? Let's try that. Okay, you'll like that
Right.
better.
Right.
You check that out while I check out some comments.
It definitely helps. I think mine is helped by the fact that it's mostly bubbly.
Oh, Zing says
Honestly.
goodbye. Bye, Patrick.
Bye! Thanks for tuning in.
Lori says you'd have to find the old recipe that contained the medicinal ingredient they made them remove in the 90s. Ooh.
I know.
Out of what? The bitters? Interesting. Pray tell.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it gets the job done.
It's not bad stuff.
It's
Normally,
but I'm glad we got it because we're making Seagram 7 Crown drinks. So
Oh, the 7-Up. Oh, wow.
yeah, that's the thing. We didn't.
What was in the 7-Up? Okay, we got to find that.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Well,
What do you think?
well, it's up to you.
Do
You
you
want to
feel
keep on
like
mixing?
mixing anything else? Are you inspired?
I could be inspired.
All right. Well, let's take a look at our book and see if inspiration strikes.
Check it out. Let me get some shakers going.
Exciting new drinks, right there. Let's see. Well, there's the 7 Crown Collins. I feel like that might be a little bland. The classic Manhattan could be a riot. If you feel like bringing over the sweet vermouth, do we have sweet vermouth?
Yes.
Well, we'd have to go outside to pick some mint. There's a mint julep, but we'd have to go outside in the dark and pick mint. I don't think so. What else? Well, that one we're making, and I see one here that we're making next week's happy hour episode. So we'll leave that one. Okay, my favorite. Okay, I gotta find this. This is hilarious. The one that's simply a shot of Seagram 7 Crown.
I'll make that.
Because we needed a recipe for that. All right, you know what? I'm just going to mix. I'm not going to look at these recipes because I'm not inspired by these recipes at all.
They're pretty basic.
Mm-hmm. So,
pretty simple stuff.
But do we have the lime juice over here?
Gotta make more.
Oh, okay. Paul's going to do some more limes. I will get going on. I will get going. Can you catch me up on the comments? I can almost see them.
Oh, give me a moment.
Thank you. I'm going to start with 1.5 ounces of the Seagram 7 Crown. I am completely improvising right now. I'm starting with 1.5 ounces because I didn't want to do 2 ounces. Normally I do 2 ounces, but so what else do I feel like using? Let's try the Nocello. That could be fun. I'm going to use 1/2 ounce of the Nocello, which is a walnut liqueur. In fact, yeah. You know what? I used a little bit more than 1/2 ounce. So we've got 1.5 ounces of the Seagram 7 Crown and probably 3/4 ounce of the Nocello. And just waiting for some lime juice. Ah, it looks like it's on its way over. Thank you.
Of course.
And I'm going to add 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice. Oh, you know what? If you wanted this, you better juice some more again. Oh, but there's a little bit on the bar still. I didn't even know that. There is. So, let's get some ice and shake this bad boy. All right, and I'm pretty sure we have some comments I missed.
I'll get to the comments.
So, oh, he has to change the record too. So many moving parts in a Velveteen Lounge Kitchen live feed.
Always the case.
So far I've got 1.5 ounces of the Seagram 7 Crown, 3/4 ounce of Nocello, 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice, and I'm going to add about 8 dashes of orange bitters.
So a couple of comments here to catch up on. Anthony says, you guys look great tonight. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So do you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Voodoo Billy Philly says, can't wait until you're on a room crawl. Oh.
Me either. Oh my gosh. Our room crawl's going to be nuts.
We'll love to see you there. You're going to love it. Definitely.
And we have a custom gifty for everyone who comes to our room at the crawl. I won't say what it is, but...
Brian says, another hooligan here. Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Thank you for tuning in.
Devin tuned in. Yeah.
Hi, Devin. We're improvising. I'm improvising.
Yeah. Well, I'll see what I can do.
What could go wrong?
Oh, Anthony says, how about a Vesper? Oh, well, that's actually a gin drink, and we're mixing with this stuff.
Well, no, but you know what? In honor of the Seagram's Golden Gin that doesn't exist, I told people on our blog, go ahead and use a regular dry gin. So you could make a Vesper using a regular dry gin.
It is a Seagram's product.
And I would say
it was, so...
So anyway, I'm straining this into a cocktail glass. And then I'm going to top it with just a splash of the chilled bubbly. Not fill it like a French 75. I'm just adding a little splasherino. So let's see what we think.
What you got?
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mostly getting the Nocello, to be honest, but which is probably why I love it.
But actually, it's very rounded, and it works very nice. Yeah.
I love this one. So anyway, what I did was 1.5 ounces of the Seagram 7 Crown, 3/4 ounce Nocello, which is the walnut liqueur, 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice, about 8 dashes of orange bitters. And I strained it into a cocktail glass and I just topped it with some chilled bubbly, like just a little splash. This is good.
That works well.
Yeah.
And the bubbly is very good as a note. You know, just like it.
Right, you don't need to use a lot. So anyway.
You know, it doesn't have to turn into this tall drink with a lot of bubbles, but it will add just a little flavor, a little wine flavor.
So are you going to give us a Vesper?
Well, why not? I seem to recall that basically that's just a really big ass martini. That's got the gin.
The best kind.
It's got the gin and the vodka and a product you can't get anymore called Quina Lillet. Well, we don't have Lillet, Lillet, whatever you want to call it. We do actually have some dry vermouth, which is closer to what you would have. We used to.
Oh.
But the contemporary Lillet is no longer a product with quinine. So, okay, I know what I'm going to do. Be right back.
All right. Well, in the meantime, how's everyone's weekend? While Paul goes off and sources ingredients in our kitchen. I'm trying to think if there's anything new with us. No, our Tuesday episode is going to be a tribute to the Wonder Woman TV series from the 1970s.
Yay.
Since the Wonder Woman movie is opening. And I, for one, am quite excited. I love Wonder Woman, so...
Let's make some room here.
How's Cousin Glendora? She's all right. She's hanging in after her most recent breakup. She takes a lot of spa vacations. That's kind of her thing. Or she likes to go to the beach and have waiters serve her drinks on the beach. You know, what can you say? When you've been divorced as many times as she has,
when you've loved and
you get
lost,
a lot of alimony.
You know. So Devin was at a werewolf LARP last night. A were-snow leopard. Whoa. Okay.
Wow.
That's getting heavy.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. You were awesome. Okay, well, Anthony's interested in this Vesper. Here we go. So here's what we're going to do.
I don't know how legit this will be, but it's improvised.
If you take a look at the Casino Royale, and I think we have it on the bookshelf over there, but I'm not about to try to figure out where that formula is. He's just
Excuse us while we thumb through this book.
Pardon me for the next half. Some people do that on YouTube. It's like, hi, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Half an hour goes by, the audience is completely dead, and it's like, talk about your watch time. So I'm going to actually scale this down a bit because I don't want to kill myself. Now, we
have a boozy brunch to go to tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, I think that was originally like 3 ounces of gin and 1 ounce of vodka. Wow, it's a big one to start with.
For one drink?
Yeah, one drink.
Wow.
Because the whole idea is that, like, Bond is kind of a scraggly character in that book, and he just wants it large and in charge. Well, he gets it. And you're talking what?
I can understand that.
This is a martini. Cold booze and nothing but. So, really, it's like any of your contemporary martinis that somebody hands you in a place which is in a 9-ounce glass, which is pretty full. It's like, oh, it's a cocktail. No, that's 3 cocktails. So before you go, yeah, I'd like a repeat on that, check yourself. Let's actually...
So many of our friends say, I was so drunk and I only had 2 drinks. Like, how big were they? Well, they were like that big.
Yeah, I had this fish
Well, there
bowl.
you go. Yeah.
All right, there you have it. Oh, here's what I want. This guy right here. So there's about 1 ounce measure. So we are going to...
I'm just going to move this little baby out of the
Thank
way.
you very much, my lovely assistant. We're going to put
It wouldn't be the first spill of the night. My fault.
½ ounce of the vodka. I really don't know why Bond was mixing vodka and gin.
Can you read that comment?
I can read that comment. When gin is an infused vodka, it's Bond.
Our house is falling apart.
It's not. I'm such a lightweight in the drinking department. Well, many people are. Many people are. And over time things change.
But it's easy. I think these days it's much easier to be a lightweight in the drinking department because drinks have gotten so much bigger.
Jeez. Well, you watch the Thin Man movies where it's just like,
That's what I was about to say, the Thin Man movies.
9 martinis. Well, the martinis are this size.
They're tiny.
There's nothing, it's like ounce and a half.
Compared to now, they're very small.
And if you had 9 of those, you'd be on the floor too. But if you had 9 of the big ones, you'd be in the hospital.
Yeah, they'd be pumping your stomach.
Be real. Gin, we actually happen to have a fresh bottle of Bootlegger.
Yay!
Hello! It's our local product.
We did an episode from the Prohibition Distillery. The nicest people you would ever hope to meet. So if you find yourself in the Catskills, don't you dare not drop by Prohibition Distillery.
Nice place.
They're fabulous people.
Very good tour. They will give you the tour. It's very modest cost. You can see the entire operation. You can sample all the product. They make the gin.
Amazing.
They make the vodka.
Tell them we sent you.
And they make the whiskey. And the whiskey is a little dearer, but it's really, really good.
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah, please.
We love them.
I'm going to triple that by putting in a shot of the vodka.
Okay.
No, gin. Hello, I got a bottle of gin in my hand. Ugh.
It looks the same. It's deceptive.
It does, doesn't it, right? There we go. Now that required a good splash of the Lillet. What you do?
Oh, are you gonna go for the vermouth?
A good. I forget whether he gave like a real classic formula of like half an ounce or something. I like to have vermouth in my gin because otherwise it's just cold gin, right? And like.
I like cold gin. I would just like to go on record saying I like cold gin.
Straight up?
Yeah.
Nothing added to it?
Nope.
I like a martini. So.
I like a martini also, but I like cold gin.
Since the product originally had quinine, I'm actually going to add a splash of tonic.
I love the way that we started to do Seagram 7 Crown cocktails, and this one doesn't have anything to do with that, but that's all right. That's a live broadcast for you.
There was a Seagram's product. There still is a Seagram's product that is a gin. So this is what we're doing.
Yes, well, right now we don't have Seagram's gin. I went to their website and they had a lot of flavored gins, which I don't know how I feel about that. I love the Malfi gin with lemon, but it's not lemon flavored gin. It's gin with lemon.
Yeah.
So, on the other hand, if you're from Seagram's and you're watching this, send us crates of booze. We'll be happy to make drinks with them. And they'll be really good.
We do it all the time.
So
I happen to be a fan.
Just FYI.
I happen to be a fan of orange bitters in my martini, so I'm going to do that here. Dash. And this is the Angostura. There's also the Regans. There's also the Fees.
I like it except with olives. Like, if you're going to use olives in your martini, I don't like the orange and the olives. I think that's weird.
Spills add character to the bar. This bar, therefore, has a lot of character, Devin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bootleggers, Kins.
Yes.
Hell of a time finding 3-ounce cocktail glasses. Larice, check the dollar store because I think that's where we found all of these. And
Yes.
that's just in the 3-ounce right there. I think it's a Libby glass. Yeah, it's got the L on it. And they're probably Libby seconds or something, but you know, they're cheap, $1 a piece. Just check
The
that
dollar
out. And see what
store,
it is.
and also, I don't know if I've seen cocktail glasses there recently, but IKEA.
Yeah.
Just because at IKEA, glasses are so cheap that if
Six
you
packs.
buy a 6-pack of glasses, it's probably less than $1 a piece. So if you break them, oh well.
Riedel has them for $30 a glass. Yes, they're very nice and very dear, and you'd be like, white gloves. I would never
We're
use
too
that.
clumsy.
It's crazy.
We're
you know?
too clumsy for
Jesus.
that.
Anthony Miguel loves an Alfie. Oh, yeah. Yes, good stuff, Anthony.
I love Malfi. Oh.
And what's a drink that's brown, served in a martini glass, and has a cherry in the bottom? So pretty. That sounds like a Manhattan.
Manhattan, yeah.
Sounds like Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good drink, too. Classic for a
Yes.
reason. So here we have for Anthony, still doing the bond. And
Bond,
give it a shake.
R.I.P. Roger Moore.
Oh, and remember, shake, don't stir.
I'm just thinking of Roger Moore.
Oh, yes. Speaking of
Wow.
Bond.
I
Oh,
love
man.
him.
Well, you know, he was our first Bond that's on the movies.
Our friend had jury duty with Roger Moore's daughter. That's our connection to Roger Moore.
I need a glass, don't I?
Yeah. Well, here, didn't you take one out?
No.
Oh, a bigger
I need a
one.
large glass.
Ah.
Large cocktail.
Here we are talking about the small glasses. He's like, I need a big one.
Now, I think Bond puts a lemon peel in
It's
his.
pretty.
We don't have any more lemons. So I'm going to fake the fact that there should be a lemon peel in this sort of thing.
Well,
I think there was a little
we didn't peel a
trace
lime either.
of lemon juice inside that thing, so maybe I'm getting that. Or I could have used a bit of the Malfi, too. Let's try that out.
It's pretty.
You know, it's really funny.
But
But I'm kind of tasting the prohibition out of that. Use a good gin and you have a better cocktail. But it's the case with all liquor.
oh, that's great.
Isn't that nice?
That
And the
is
thing
really
is, like,
good.
the bit where you add the vodka to it, I don't know what happens with that. He just makes a big ass martini because he wants to get crocked. That's what happens in the book, you know?
The Bootlegger 21 gin. If you can get it, I don't know how available it is outside of our region, but
Well, we were able to mail order it to somebody in Detroit.
yes, yeah, you can definitely mail order it. So
Yeah.
if you live in a state that will allow liquor delivery to your home,
Try it out. It's a
It's
really
good.
nice gin. It's a really high quality gin. We
Yes,
recommend.
yeah,
And if you happen to be
definitely.
going through the Catskills, drop in. It's a
Yes.
sleepy little town. They'll give
Roscoe,
you
New
the
York,
they'll give you the royal tour.
they will.
Definitely.
They're awesome.
Oh, RIP, the suavest Bond ever. Oh yeah, you know.
I
Moore.
love Roger Moore.
Man,
Oh.
he's a saint. You know.
I
he's
know.
he's so slick.
I know. I love him so much. Anyway.
Can't tell if that drink is purple because of that, or you're pretty close. I think my shirt's probably tinting this. This is really absolutely clear.
It's clear.
It's really clear.
You know what? It's white.
You know something? We also have a blue light above me, which is
Yes.
probably reflecting in this and giving that sort of purple cast.
Yeah, but it's
What's in the strange purple fluid? But it's actually clear. But it does look good, doesn't it?
Well, it's sort of white because it's there's something in there that's giving it a slight amount of color. So it's not crystal clear, but it's pretty clear. Yeah.
Well, when you shake them rather than stir them, they get a lot of air.
They do.
And that will tend to make it look a little cloudy. Some people object to that. I think,
Shaken, not stirred. We're talking about James Bond here.
Yeah. No, why in the world would you do that? He likes them cold and fast. Yeah, so I like it that way myself, I don't care if somebody stirs or shakes if they're serving it to me, whatever. But me, I shake. Impatient,
Tell them.
Hey, well, so many cocktails, so little time.
You tell them.
Anyway, is that what we got?
I think so.
Okay, folks.
We gotta get some sleep. We got a boozy brunch to go to tomorrow.
That's right.
I'm so excited.
Anyway, some final comments and we'll sign this sucker off.
Yes, please. Oh, look, an entire cocktail that I've barely touched. I'll touch it now.
Makes it pretty, absolutely. We'll look into the bootlegger. Thanks for another recommendation. Please, take a look.
Yeah, Prohibition Distillery.
You very much like it.
Mm-hmm.
And, a question from Devin. Who's your favorite Bond? Honestly, when I was a kid, it was definitely...
I'd say Roger Moore.
I saw I will say the following. I like a lot of them. Even George Lazenby is all right, in the role. But it's Connery, and I think it was just repeated watchings of Goldfinger. Wow, what a picture!
I've loved all of them, but I like, my mother said, "Hi, Mom, if you're watching." But my mother said one time she liked Roger Moore because she thought he had a sense of humor, and I kind of agree with her. I there's like a little bit of a wink there, which I enjoy.
Yeah, but I gotta say, if, say, Goldfinger, the theme, is probably the prototype for the Sacco Bond theme, although I'm very, very partial to the Man with the Golden Gun theme myself, because I love Lulu. But the opening that kills me is Spy Who Loved Me. Holy crap, what a great thing, That's the thing, so I love Roger Moore.
I'm just saying, Nancy Sinatra.
Only Love Twice, I don't think there's a lemon. I don't think there's a lemon in the lot. We watched some of the Pierce Brosnan pictures; they were very good. But when I was a kid, it was Connery.
I know. I honestly haven't seen any of the recent ones.
Tell you something.
But I'm sure I'm sure they're great too. Paul's. Oh, he's grabbed a toy.
Uh-oh.
Yay!
Yeah, we actually happen to have the Bond Aston Martin from Gilbert here. Just hysterical. Is Will Vahara watching? He needs one of these things.
Yeah,
this is so cool. Got it at a sale a long time ago. A lot of fun. Anyway, so let me give her this.
On that note.
All right,
wow,
folks.
there's a lot of stuff on
Here I am with my Vesper and with your... What did you make there? Oh, this is your first.
This is my first.
This is your...
Now I have to go remember all the cocktails so I can put them under this video in the comments on YouTube. I can remember what I did. You have to remember what you did.
Oh, I can remember.
And then tell me.
Definitely. You got it.
So anyway, I'll go do that.
So, anyway. Oh, Devin says, love you to a kill. Oh, yeah, there's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I did too.
There's another one, yeah. Definitely. And, Hooligan, see you in a month. Yes.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
So, anyway, folks.
We've been working hard on our crawl room. Our liqueur, we made a homemade liqueur, and that's done.
Yeah.
And we've been collecting the ingredients for our drink and our room, so I'm very excited.
If you like pink, you'll like this room.
And if you don't like pink, come anyway.
Come anyway.
We'll have a lot of booze.
Yes. Anyway, bye to all. Have an awesome night. Thank you, Devin.
Yes,
you too.
And have a wonderful weekend. We will see you on Tuesday for Wonder Woman. Bye.
See you soon.